Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys feel wonderful. Today we're going to be talking about the next update and a few balancing ideas from my side. PvP, I'm just going to lay it out in front of you. There's an update log where they've thrown in PvP that is available on private servers right now. You can toggle it on and off. I think PvP can be done properly if it's, it could be fun if it's done right. But, listen to this, let me explain first, before you're gonna type into the comment box, you're like, no, PvP is gonna suck, blah, blah, blah. Let me just explain to you my idea of PvP. If they are gonna do it, can't tell you. So, PvP, right? If it's done well, then it's okay. In form of, for example, having an area, like an arena, where people can go in, where PvP is toggled on, and if they leave the area, that PvP is toggled off, like hostile areas, for example, something like that. Where you, for example, technically could get more EXP, but other people could steal some EXP from you when they kill you, for example, in PvP. That could be technically a fun idea. Now, if it's made public, on a public, I would not, no. Just straight up no, I don't recommend doing that, where people just can wreck everybody for no reason. I think a system like PvP in a game that is mostly based on PvE, right? If it doesn't have a thought-through process, behind it, then it's gonna end bad. It's gonna end badly, you know? So, I think that PvP, if you could also technically do it like RobloxFruits, which is the easier version, but the more non-creative version, where you could just toggle it off in the settings, where you're like, okay, I don't want public PvP, you just turn it off. And I think that would also work. It's the lazy way of doing things. I think if you make a fully fledged PvP system, where you have an arena system where you can get coins, I did just wake up. Where you get coins, and you can spend that on a merchant, especially in a PvP arena-based system. You could implement clan wars, guild wars. With that, you could implement guilds too. I mean, this could technically, really push the game's, state. I mean, if it's done properly. Now, will they do it properly? What do you think? You can write it in the comment section below. I don't know, I can't tell you. It's been really difficult for me to deal with them, because they're just not like us, you know? These guys are just so different. I mean, look, I do consider Zoot actually my friend, actual friend. I care about this guy, honestly. There's no ill intent towards any of them, but god damn it. These guys are so hard to deal with sometimes. It's really difficult. It's really not easy. Their minds are just different. Their personalities are so different as well. And don't forget, they're all very much so younger too. So I don't know how exactly old everybody is. I think Zoot is in his 20s or something. I can't tell you. I don't know. But honestly, it's been a ride. You know, a lot of things are being ignored, but a few things are actually also being, validated. Now, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you about my ideas of balancing in a second. I made a write-up for them. I'm going to tell you about the write-up. There's a big issue that keeps occurring, and that is shadow nerfs. Transparency, man, is in the gaming community the most important thing. Now, the more is being shadow nerfed, because this is one thing that people need to know. Players are not stupid. This is the #1 rule. Gamers are not dumb, and they will always notice. I was sleeping, and this morning my Discord was blowing up with messages, and they said, they did it again. Another shadow nerf. And what they did was, they nerfed the percentage, which was already extremely low from the Egress boss, to 1%. So the chests, the chest pieces, and the leggings and stuff, and the helmet was on 2%, and they all got nerfed down to 1%, and it's already incredibly hard to do it. I think I've done 30 Egress boss, or maybe less, but I've done quite a few, 15, 20, maybe along those lines. I can't really tell you. We just did a few runs yesterday. That's why I leveled up so fast. I was just recently level 500, now I'm 889. It's a great way of leveling. I would use it to level up, honestly. That's what I would have used Egress boss for. But anyways, yeah, and they nerfed it. It was already extremely hard to get these items on its own, and they're not even that crazy good. But all right, let me talk to you about my balancing that I have in my thingamybobs. So I said, please consider increasing the item drop rate in Egress to 5%. That's the first thing, straight up what I wrote. Yeah, many people believe it was shadow nerf from 2 to 1% and has caused frustration within the community. So I had to be the big boo man, and I had to say, hey, listen, I think that's a terrible idea. I mean, 1%, that is so bad. That's so hard. That's extremely hard. I don't know. Oh, man. Anyways, yeah, the Egress Sword, the next one that I said, the Egress Sword could use a buff. Currently, players report that it only has one skill. Adding additional skills, improving its overall effectiveness would make it feel more rewarding and balanced. If they're gonna do it, I don't know, probably not, but that was an idea. Then, if PvP is introduced, please include a toggle option. This would allow PvE-focused players to continue enjoying all game content without being forced into PvP interactions. I actually see them adding that into the game. I could see them adding that into the game, to be honest. Like, people, you know why I know this? Because the majority is a PvE player base. I know that for a fact. Most gamers are, unless you're like a FPS type of dude, but anybody that plays PvE games on Roblox usually like PvE more than PvP, especially in the dungeon hunting community. I myself actually like myself some PvP, but I have to think for the majority, for the community, and I think PvE is the bigger majority, but I might be wrong on this, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, if they add that, we need a toggle system. This would allow PvE-focused players to continue enjoying all the game content exactly without being forced into the interaction. Anyways, adding a dedicated PvP area with exclusive rewards would be a great way to separate PvP and PvE, unless people are gonna go like riot, you know, so they go like, no, we don't want it, we only want PvE. I think an area, like I already said in the beginning of the video, is probably the solution. Hostile areas or a actual arena like a coliseum or something shouldn't be too hard to set up. It's I mean, I would assume, you know, you just need a map designer and then you implement it into the game, and then just people you know, just code it over that once you enter that you will actually have PvP enabled. I don't think that that's going to be a big issue. Now, another thing that I quickly wanted to mention, balancing this game PvE-wise is already a nightmare. I can tell you that straight up from the get-go. Balancing this from the straight up on, from the beginning, is extremely difficult. Now, introducing PvP to this will make this times 100, and it could technically mean that the game would completely die on this. Honestly, I truly believe that. If it's not done right, people will leave the game, I think. But am I being listened to? Probably not. Okay. Then there was this new update with Egress that was introduced. I haven't seen that bug where it said that please contact the developers for it because something was off with it. I haven't had that issue, to be honest. So I don't know what they're talking about, but there was like this weird bug where it said please contact the developers. That usually was happening if you were fighting Egress and Egress kind of grabbed you. That's what they reported. I haven't had this happening, but I did forward it, so it's in my patch notes there as well. Soloing it seems a little bit easier, to be honest. As you can see right now, it might just take a little bit of time and you might actually get wrecked a little bit here and there, but right now it seems a little easier. Maybe that's what they added to the nerf as well. Maybe they made it a little easier, because I remember that one of the issues was for some reason that soloing it, well, not for some reason, but soloing it was kind of really hard. And yeah, it seems a little easier now. Oh, but I'll still get wrecked. I can tell you that much. Like, I can still tell you, like, I still have issues. But if they actually add a spawn location for this guy and we don't have to keep running this annoying path, then I see this actually be quite viable. Whoa, that was a really bad throw. This could be quite viable. So yeah, I don't mind the soloing part of this guy right now, but 1%. That is a scam. 1% is definitely a scam, so yeah. Okay, what else did I write in? And then, yeah, well, I mentioned the transparency, right? Lastly, transparency is very important. Players will always notice shadow nerfs, and if changes are not included in the update logs, it can lead to a loss of trust. Clear communication and patch notes would help maintain a strong relationship. I've been fighting for that ever since I've gotten onto the team. I've been fighting for transparency, a bridge between the community and the developers. That bridge is on very loose ends, I gotta tell you. And I must say, okay, first of all, I'm not being paid for anything or anything. Like, I don't get paid. I'm not on a payroll or anything. I do this from the bottom of my heart for the care of the project, for the care of Zood. And that's why I do this. I don't care about a certain status. It does help me a little bit with YouTube because you guys interact with me more. So I do, secondly, have a benefit from this. But I've always managed to hustle myself around, either with this game or with other games. So I'm not dependent on it. But it's definitely something that's been helping me. It's helping me grow. Basically that is my payment. But don't forget, that is also added due to my own works. Like, I work for this, okay? I work for this. And it's not just being given to me in the sense of, you know, I've been doing this for a long time. I know a lot of dungeon content. I would say from the YouTube business side on, I will be in the top 3 of any YouTuber out there that knows about dungeon content as much as I do. This is how cocky I am when it comes to my knowledge to dungeon content. I've been predicting deaths of games for the past years, and at first people were not buying it, and then later on they said, damn, you were right. So I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. But man, it's hard to talk to these young developers. It's not easy. Communication is not even, like, it's really difficult. It's not easy. So yeah, I do work a lot on this. I do try my best. And that's basically all of it for this video. I think if it's done properly, then yes, I think it's very much so possible. You can make a great PvP interaction into this game. This is possible. Shadow nerfs is probably the biggest no-no that I could find out of this one. Like, I woke up to so many messages this morning. I'm like, damn, what have these guys done again? What have they done? You know? And shadow nerfs, man, they always suck. They're always pretty bad. I understand anybody being frustrated. I mean, take a look at how long this takes here. For a 1% chance of items that are not even that good. There's a flame passive to it as well, but apparently it doesn't seem to be working or something. Can't say because I haven't tried. I mean, technically I could go into the testing realm probably, but yeah. Yeah, the boss is still, I mean, solo-wise, I mean, I'm not max level and I don't have shiny gear, but I'm still, it's kind of frustrating. It takes a long time. I don't even know how long this video is, but you can see I'm almost dead again, and then, yeah, goodbye. Yeah. Frustrating. That is the current situation of balancing. That is the current situation of communication for me, I would say. It's frustrating. That's the only word that I can say. There's a lot of good ideas behind it. And let me tell you one thing, the developers do work hard, but just the communication is just so bad. It's just really, really bad. I wouldn't just say it just for the giggles, you know? No, it's really bad. The communication has been not good. But anyways, that's all I got for you now. I want to get another scythe. You know why? Because then I can make it shiny. Oh, is there a pity system? Did they add a pity? Oh, there's a pity system. That's good. When did they add that? Since when is that in there? There is a visual pity system. Huh. Well, that's good. That is really good. That is absolutely good. I didn't know that it wasn't there. It's so small. Why do they make it visible like that? That's so small. I would like put it up here somewhere, like in a big thingy for everybody to see that you actually... I've never seen it there. Did they add it now with the other shadow update? I don't know. I can't tell you. Anyways, that's all I got for you. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. What your take is on that. I get the frustration, I get it. But I also get the developer side because they're really trying hard for you guys. They really are. I'm not lying. I can see a little bit behind the curtain. That's why I report like this. But damn, communication has been bad. It's not good. It's not a good communication. And I just think for the longevity, I don't know how to say the word, but I think you know which word I mean, of the game, like the longevity, I don't know, but you know the word, right? Of the game, just for it to sustain longer, because every game dies on Roblox, right? Every single game, no matter how high the hype is, every game dies. But if you want them to like survive longer, man, I think within their team they should be doing some changes, but I can't. What can I do, you know? I feel like I feel like I know the answer though. This is what kind of frustrates me. Like I feel like I know the answer, but they don't do it. God damn developers, they can't do it. But let me tell you one thing. Even though I do consider Zoot my friend, I will always be the community guy. It will always be like that. I will always say my honest truths about what I currently think. If I'm frustrated, I will say I'm frustrated. You know, I just gotta say that's who I will always be. Maybe that will make my position less in their eyes or in their views, or maybe they will value it more. I can't tell you, but I freaking hate this boss. Gotta tell you, I hate this boss. I'm a solo player as well. I hate group content. I mean, for myself, I don't like the boss. It's everything wrong with Icarus boss. Like, I can list you at least 10 points. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. This is my cat. Hello, thank you. And we will see each other later. By the way, let me know what you think of PvP.